this story, again, a lot of inconsistencies with this whole Ebola thing. First off, they said she died from a heart attack at the scene, even though she's bleeding from everywhere. And there's reports that she was a hairdresser in the salon, and then that she was only visiting the owner of the salon. Who knows? Who knows what's going on with this stuff? But the test, they say, came back negative, but what do you expect them to say? They're not going to admit it. And even if it was negative, that doesn't mean anything. It could be a false negative. It happens all the time. But there's a possibility that she was asymptomatic, had no symptoms, and then it was just ravaging her body, and then she died from it. So even though she wasn't presenting symptoms, she still could have had Ebola. And it just overwhelmed her body all at once, and she died. Unfortunate. There's also a chance that she didn't have it, but I don't buy that she had a heart attack and just started bleeding from everywhere on her body. That doesn't make a lick of sense to me. And I came across this site, shtfdashboard.com. I just was looking at it a couple minutes ago, and it has a lot of Ebola stuff, like stuff that we're not hearing really anywhere else. She's saying that name's Nancy, I guess, is monitoring 1,000 local and international news sources every day. She's going through it so not like spam and duplicates. And this is just a snapshot. The list, was below and just keeps going. So from November 19th, which was today, Houston, Texas, patient test negative, obviously, for Ebola. Texas, U.S., 69 troops quarantine, 1 monitored for Ebola. Free Ebola survival book, Ebola pandemic survival. Minnesota, U.S., 75 people being monitored. Update, the U.S. woman who died in Salon test negative. Cuba, doctor working in Sierra Leone test positive, flown to Geneva for some reason. New York, U.S. woman Ebola monitor list drops dead. Tajikistan, I guess. India, man on Ebola watch leaves hospital against advice. In El Paso, Texas, U.S. elementary school student on Ebola watch. So even though the Ebola czar is squashing all these news stories, they're still out there. And I'm going to check this site. I've already bookmarked it. It seems like she's coming across a lot of good information there. But I kind of do expect it now to start coming hot and heavy, as they say. So I don't know, with Ferguson and everything else that's going on, I could list, Ukraine and Russia and the whole everything in the world with ISIS, and it's all a bunch of bullshit. But I feel like with the flu season and the winter coming on, that the Ebola is kind of going to be masked underneath that. And there was an H5N8, I think, in Europe that a professional was like, oh, it's definitely humans are going to catch it, even though it's never happened before, ever. So that was kind of weird that she said that. I don't wonder what she knows. I'll keep you updated with this, with anything I come across that is worth updating. All right.